Hello everyone, this is Terry Burgess for one final video for BA 579. It's been fun, one of the more entertaining classes for sure I've had at my MBA program here at WKU. I just want to throw that out there. And I just finished the simulation. I thought it'd be best to do this reflection video immediately upon completion. Um, so let's go into it. So I didn't do very well in the simulation. My problem was I got behind. So the orders were very steady. My inventory was staying steady. So I just kind of poked along. But I'm guessing root beer has seasonal sales or what have you because the sales started to spike and I got behind very quickly. Um, and I found out pretty quick once you got behind, it's very, very difficult to get back into good shape. As you can see here, my inventory was fine starting out, and then it was gone. I never got the inventory back. But when I finished at week 35, for some reason, the graphic that the simulation generates doesn't go that far, but week 35 is the last week. And when I finished, I had gotten my inventory back into the positive and maybe had too much. I had 400,000 at that point. But I did finally get my inventory back up. But it wasn't for lack of trying. I was doing massive orders of millions of products during the middle of this. But I just could not get caught back up. So as you can see here, I was just, as far as the ships received and orders shipped, yeah, I just had some catching up to do, I guess you would say. As far as cost, my backlog cost killed me. I mean, I was up to a backlog of over 7 million orders at one point. Again, as I got so far behind. My inventory cost was very small, as you can see by the very faint blue on the left, because I had no inventory. So yeah, that was my mistake there. And again, you can see the orders and the backlog. I just at the very end, I finally caught back up, as you can see with that precipitous cliff there at the end. But once I got behind about a third of the way through the simulation, it just snowballed so rapidly. Um, and I realized one of the factors there was you can only ship out so many orders. So I could, or there's only so much you could do from the distribution standpoint, I guess. Um, but eventually got there. My graphs look a little skewed because my total need was so high, like I said at one point. But yeah, some of the things I learned was once you get behind, it's very, very hard to get caught back up with your supply chain. So once it gets thrown out of whack, which I definitely threw out of whack, there's no easy fix. So it's definitely something you have to maintain on top of when you're running a company. Because once you get behind, like I did, within a matter of a couple of weeks, I was totally screwed. In real life, that can lead to some very real world complications. Um, with this massive backlog I had, I could have lost customers, relationships could have broken down, I mean, their company could have went bankrupt. So that's definitely one thing I learned. I guess that is the main take home point. Just supply chain stuff isn't maybe the coolest topic when you think of running a business and stuff like that, but boy, it's one of the more important ones. And this simulation and this whole course for that matter showed me that. Um, so yeah, that's what I have. The big takeaway point is just watch your supply chain. When the orders that are coming in start to change, you have to adjust accordingly because it can change and change rapidly. And if you don't move with it, you can be left behind. So that's all the reflections I have for this simulation, and I am now signing off.